Hello friends, welcome back. So as we discussed earlier, uh, for in final year or say fifth semester, we are going to discuss second paper, and we start that paper with superconductivity. So before understanding superconductivity, just have a look of this video for a while. So in this video, you can clearly see a top first moving on a glass surface, glass dish. You just lifted and you start moving in air. So there is not any such a physical contact between base and the top. If you want, you can confirm with a wine glass. So look at that. If they put a glass, still it's moving without any friction, without any, you know, air resistance, or it's well above the surface. So this effect is called as a leviation, magnetic leviation effect, and this is one of the very famous application of superconductor. So if you imagine such things in future, so you can have 3D airlock for cars, so you can car park in air, so magnetic levitation train, so you can cross the distance from Nagpur to Mumbai in like few hours. So all these things are frictionless, things are possibles. Take it. So those are the main benefits of superconductors. Now we have seen the applications. Now we will see the fundamental properties or fundamental things which are in your syllabus about superconductors and superconductivity. In this topic, or we are going to cover theory of superconductivity, type 1 and type superconductor, effect of external electric field on superconductor, critical temperature, critical magnetic field, and Meissner effect. So to be consistent and monotonous with our topic, we will go with theory of superconductivity. We will discuss basic parameters like critical temperature, critical magnetic field, and Meissner effect, and then we will come back to the type 1 and type 2 semiconductors, and in end we will finish our topic with the effect of external electric field on superconductor. So these topics I distributed in such a way that looks similar to your syllabus. But actually, when you go and learn superconductivity, conductivity, you have to understand the basic parameters. Like before making any words, you have to understand the basic alphabets. Like that, the starting points of superconductivity is what is critical temperature, critical magnetic field, and Meissner effect. Then on that basis, they distributed superconductor into type 1 and type 2 superconductor, and we will see if your superconductors are depend on magnetic field, means definitely it will affected by electric field as well. So just look at this figure. The whatever video we have seen in the beginning of chapter, it is quite similar. So superconductor basically perfect conductor with zero resistivity and infinite conductivity. Means if you switch on the light and switch it off, so light remain on like forever until you break the circuit. So such kind of things mean energy saving things. That's why many people are working on superconductors to understand the basic phenomena of superconductors and try to make superconductors at room temperature. The second important property of superconductors are perfect diamagnetism. Perfect diamagnetism means it is a perfect diamagnet. It expels out all the magnetic field from itself when it is in superconducting state. So अगर आप इमेजिन कर रहे होगे कि सुपर कंडक्टिंग स्टेट में क्या है, आई चेंज माई लैंग्वेज बिकॉज टू मेक यू मोर अंडरस्टैंड कि अगर परफेक्ट डायमैग्नेटिक यानी क्या कि उसमें से कुछ भी कर लो आप, उसमें मैग्नेटिक फील्ड आप जनरेट नहीं कर सकते या स्टे नहीं करा सकते व्हेन दिस मटेरियल इज एट सुपर कंडक्टिंग स्टेट. So in brief, that's the explanation. But before going through this topic, let's put some light on who invented superconductivity or who first observed superconductivity. So Camerling Owens is the scientist who observed superconductivity in 1911. He cooled down mercury specially with the help of liquid helium. He observed that. So for all other conductors, resistivity decreases, but it never zero. The dotted line is for normal metal. So it is keep on going, but it is like flatten up the curve at certain value. But when he tried to cool down or measure the resistance versus temperature curve for bad material or bad conductor like mercury, he observed that at certain value, means below certain critical temperature or below certain temperature, boom, that uh, resistance suddenly drops to zero. It's a sharp uh, change in resistivity. Up to certain point, it is like act like a normal metal or normal conductor, but below that temperature, is suddenly conductivity becomes infinite and resistance become zero. The first superconductivity, as I said, is observed for mercury with critical temperature 4.2 Kelvin. So, if you go back and check for superconducting elements. So this is our periodic table. So all yellow things like copper, PD, silver, platinum, gold, all these are like very good conductor. अगर आप if you go back and check in our home, your all electrical connections and wiring are made of from copper. Platinum is also well known conductor, no doubt gold is also noble and well known, but these are not at all superconducting in nature. So that's why they are shown in yellow color. The green one, means that green color one, are not that good conductor, but all they are like superconducting elements. So right from titanium, vanadium, zinc, gallium, aluminium, zirconium, niobium, so all these are like the well-known superconducting elements. So these are the first number here denoted represent the critical temperature, and second number represent the critical field. We will see what is critical uh, temperature and critical field with this lecture moving on. So it is observed that niobium shows the highest critical temperature 9 Kelvin for as an superconducting element. All others are like below that. So if we go back, so you can see that titanium show 4.48, mercury we seen that is nearly equal to 4.2. Then indium is shows that 3.4, and all others are like below. Vanadium shows again 5.38, but the highest critical temperature is observed for niobium, and with critical magnetic field 0.2 Tesla. So in summarize, we can say that metals with the highest conductivities are poor, not superconductor. मीन्स आयर कंडक्टिविटी जिनकी है लेकिन वो सुपर कंडक्टर्स नहीं है. इन कॉन्ट्रास्ट जो पुअर कंडक्टर्स है दे शोज वेरी नाइस सुपर कंडक्टिविटी. थर्ड थिंग्स, द एलिमेंट्स, द मैग्नेटिक एलिमेंट जो है आपका ये जो 3D ब्लॉक है वो कोई भी सुपर कंडक्टिंग नहीं प्रॉपर्टी शो करता है. सो मैग्नेटिक 3D एलिमेंट्स आर नॉट सुपर कंडक्टिंग एट ऑल. So that means the magnetic effect is a crucial thing in superconducting element. So it is very small temperature, but as time progresses, people start working more and more on this topic, and they will make some oxides and alloys, which shows, which gives you significant critical temperature value. So this is not scope of our syllabus, but you should know that people are still working to get room temperature superconductor, and if someone find the room temperature superconductor, that means that person become rich overnight. Definitely Nobel Prize will be on the line. And the most important thing for human being is the energy problem is like almost solved for everybody, but that's a different thing. So again, as I said, we will first focus on fundamental properties. So fundamentally, superconductivity is defined as the these materials are those materials which show zero resistivity or zero resistance or infinite conductivity below certain temperature. So the temperature here in this figure, you can say the sharp boom drop down in temperature. The temperature below which superconducting phase observed, or the transition of element from normal state to superconducting state takes place, that temperature we called it as a transition temperature. That temperature we call it as a transition temperature. So in summarize, we can say that at transition temperature, normal or poor conductor changes or transitions to superconductor. अगर उस temperature के ऊपर जाते हैं above that temperature, that material act like a normal metal. Below that temperature, the material act like a superconductor. And so in contrast to definition, we can say that when you bring down the material to superconductor to 0 Kelvin, means minus 272 degrees. So after that, when you start the heating the material with increasing temperature up to the TC value, superconductivity stay. If you cross the temperature beyond transition temperature, you kill the superconductivity, means superconductivity dies above the critical value. That's another definition you should know about superconductors and superconductivity. So it is also observed that when you apply a magnetic field, so as I said, so it is like perfect diamagnet. Not any magnetic line can pass through this superconductor when it is in superconducting phase. So superconducting phase कब होती है? When the temperature of superconductor is less than critical temperature or transition temperature. So it is observed that कि अगर आपने थोड़ा magnetic field बढ़ाते गया, but the temperature is still less than Tc up to certain value, again superconductivity destroyed. Again superconductivity destroyed by applied magnetic field. That is nothing but your critical magnetic field. So it is a minimum magnetic field above which superconductivity phenomena destroyed or dies. That value of magnetic field is called as a critical magnetic field. It is observed that the critical magnetic field below Tc for superconductor varies with critical magnetic field at 0 Kelvin into 1 minus T by Tc whole square, where Sc of T is nothing but critical magnetic field at any temperature. Sc at 0 is nothing but critical magnetic field at 0 temperature. T is temperature, but of course it is less than Tc, and Tc is nothing but your critical or transition temperature for given superconductor. So if you elaborate, or this effect is first observed by Meissner and Ochsenfeld. So what he observed, he said he first take a superconducting material at normal state and he then cool down the material. So when he cooled down the material, he observed that magnetic lines are expelled out, means is thrown out of the superconducting material. So your superconducting material becomes 100% diamagnet. So he started to put those things into statements and equation. So first he said that below Tc, if superconductor cools in presence of magnetic field, then magnetic line of field pushed out of it. Second, he says that's why it is called as a Meissner statement also. The expulsion of magnetic flux from the interior of the piece of the superconducting material as the material undergoes superconducting transition. The effect is known as Meissner effect. So basically it is वही है कि अगर आपने टेम्परेचर को कूल डाउन किया तो जो भी लाइंस सुपरकंडक्टर में से जा रही थी उसको अपन बाहर निकाल रहे हैं. That is nothing but the easiest statement or easiest way to put up Meissner effect. उसके बाद so we can say below TC क्या हो गया आपका, आपको पता है B is equal to क्या, अगर उसके अंदर मैग्नेटिक फील्ड ही नहीं है so यानी magnetic field is equal to 0. So you can say, and we also know that magnetic field B is equal to mu naught H plus M. So magnetization and magnetic flux and magnetic field. So there is no induced magnetic field, so that's why this equation is 0. If you solve, you get that H is equal to minus M. Or again one more thing we know, magnetic susceptibility chi is equal to M by H. यहाँ पे H is equal to M है. That's why for superconductor your magnetic susceptibility chi become minus 1. That means your superconductor is a perfect diamagnet. That means your superconductor is a perfect diamagnet. This is the proof, or in physics you have to put up everything in equation and you have to prove it. So this is simple proof which shows that your superconductor below Tc is a perfect diamagnet. Alright, so this is all about for today's lecture. In next lecture we will see type 1 and type 2 superconductor, and we will also focus on effects of electric current on superconductors. Thank you very much. Have a nice